Hi everyone, welcome back to Saheb Academy. Today in this video of material costing chapter, we are going to understand this technique of inventory control which is called as ABC analysis, and this is based on relative classification. Alright, so let's just start this video and let's understand what this ABC analysis is all about. Now see here how simple the concept of ABC analysis is. It is nothing but just a technique of inventory control on the basis of relative classification, which means we'll classify our inventory on some basis. Okay, there are also other techniques of inventory control which comes under relative classification, such as HML analysis, FSND analysis, VED analysis. Okay, lots of different techniques are there, but among those the most important one is what? ABC analysis. And that is what we are going to understand today, right? And this ABC analysis is also known as always better control method. Is that clear? Yes. And this technique is based on the Pareto principle or the Pareto rule of 80-20. Have you heard about this Pareto principle or Pareto rule? It's really simple. Pareto principle says that 80% of the results comes from 20% of the efforts. Okay, if you put 20% efforts, you will get 80% of results, but you have to know what those 20% efforts are, right? On what you have to focus, which will fetch you 80% of the result. Okay, that's what Pareto principle basically means. For example, I will give you a simple example. Let's just say, in an office, there will be 20% such employees who will be putting the efforts, such efforts, which will give the company 80% of the results. Only these 20% employees. Okay, it happens. Now it's not exact actually. Okay, don't think it's exact 80%, 20%. It can be 60, 40%, 30, 70%. Okay, it's like that. Is it clear? Fine. So that's what Pareto principle is. Now this ABC analysis technique is based on this principle only. When we'll completely understand the entire concept of ABC analysis, you will be able to relate with Pareto principle. Okay, how it works. Fine. Now let's just understand what is this ABC analysis. Now see, ABC analysis is a technique of inventory control in which what we do is we take the whole inventory. Let's just say in inventory we have 100 items, 100 different items. We take all of that. This will be our what? 100%, isn't it? We'll break this into three different categories: category A, category B, and category C. In descending value. Descending value means that category A will be the most important category, category C will be the least important category, and category B will be moderately important. Now you will ask, why is that so? Why most important, least important, moderately important? Why? On what basis you are saying this? See, it's really simple. Company has invested huge in category A. Category A has items which are very expensive, you can say. So the most investment has happened in category A, and the least investment has happened in category C, and medium moderate investment has happened in category B. So that is why the company, the top management is saying that the category A is the most important, this is least important, and this is moderately important for us. Is it clear? So see here, ABC analysis is a method in which inventory is divided into three categories: A, B, and C. A, B, and C in descending value. Okay, A is first priority, second priority, third priority. Rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. You can think like that. Okay, so now let's understand more about this. See, category A, percentage in terms of quantity is very less. Yeah, quantity wise it is very less of the total inventory. Quantity wise, okay, understand, quantity wise it is very less, just 10%. But if you see in dollar terms or rupees terms or in monetary terms, it is very huge. Yeah, 70% in terms of value of the total inventory cost. Yeah, it is 70% in terms of value, 70% of the total inventory cost. Is it clear? So it is high dollar value category. Which one? A category. So for the company, it is very important category. They have to control this in a very strict way. Yeah, in a very tight manner, isn't it? They have to set proper levels for this, isn't it? Yeah, reorder level, maximum level, minimum level, everything. Yeah, they have to manage this properly. They will have EOQ also for this, all the materials which are there in the category A. Okay, they will make budgets, right? They will ensure that category A never stocks out. Okay, it never finishes, right? They will keep on making what frequent order and replenishing it. And understand, they will also not overstock it. Why? Because this is very expensive. They can't overstock it. Fine, right? So they will have tight control over this, and this will be a first priority item, and this will have a huge demand, right? If it's a factory, then there will be lots of consumption of this, and if it's a shop floor, right, if it's a showroom, then there will be lots of sales happening of this. Is it clear? Yes. So this is based on Pareto principle, you can say. Yeah, only 10% in terms of quantity, but the value is 70%, right? And then category BC, it is 20% in terms of quantity and value also 20%. So medium. So it has medium dollar value. Okay, neither too expensive or too cheap, right? So here there will be medium control, and this will be the second priority. And then there is category C, which is 70% in terms of quantity. 70% of the total inventory quantity wise, it is very huge. So many items are there in this category C. But understand, overall value terms, yeah, on the basis of value, it is just 10% of the total inventory cost. It is low dollar value category, right? And then the control will be basic. The top management will not focus much on category C. The top management will leave this category to be handled by the junior staff or the lower level management, right? And this will be the third priority. There will also be not much demand. A has the most demand, medium demand for B, and for category C there is low demand. Is it clear? Yes. And the investment wise, most investment is there in the category A, medium investment in B, and the lowest investment in the C category. Is it clear? Now let's take an example to understand this. Let's just say, for example, you have a garment shop, right? You have a garment shop. Now in garment shop you have, let's just say, wedding, wedding garments, right? Wedding garment. Now wedding garments comes very expensive, right? They are very expensive. So that will be category A. You will have less of them, only 10%, let's just say, of your stock, but the value will be very high, 70% value. Yeah, whatever you have invested in your shop, 70% money is invested in the inventory of wedding clothes, right? And then you will have, B category of normal clothes, and then C category of, very cheap clothes, right? So this is what happens. Yeah, it has been segmented like this. Fine. So you will focus more on your wedding garments. You will make sure they never go out of stock in your shop, right? You will tightly control it. You will place it in very secure areas, right? So tight control you will place on category A items. Now forget about this garment shop. Let's just think about another example. Let's just say about cell phone shop. Okay, let's just say you have a cell phone shop. Now in cell phone shop, you will have three different categories. See here, first you will have flagships. Yeah, iPhones, isn't it? iPhones, and then Samsung Galaxies, all flagship phones, folds, right? And then you'll have mid-range phones. Mid-range phones like let's just say 25,000 to 50,000. Yeah, that's the price range. And here the price range is 50,000 to 1,50,000. Okay, yeah, that's the flagship. And then the third category will be of what? Of the low budget phones which are below 20,000 rupees. So what you will do now? You will focus, if you are the owner of the shop, you will focus mostly on the flagship, right? You will place them properly in the secure areas. You will make sure you never stock out on the iPhones or the Samsung Galaxies, because if a customer comes and you don't have an iPhone, you have lost your customer, right? Of 1,20,000 or 1,50,000 rupees, isn't it? It's a huge loss to you. So that's why this is the most, revenue generating thing for you, the category A. You will focus hugely on this, and here also you will control when it is required. And category C, you will not care much about the category C. You will leave this for the junior staff to handle. But category A is very important for you, isn't it? That's how it works. And you can understand also, your most investment is there in category A to buy the flagship phones, right? You have less flagship phones in your shop, but the investment on that is huge compared to other categories, isn't it? Yes. And then in the C category, you have huge range of low budget phones, but the money that has been invested in this is less compared to the flagships, isn't it? Because see here, one flagship phone costs, let's just say 1 lakh, then 20,000 phones you can buy in that 1 lakh, isn't it? Budget phones, right? So that's the thing. Now see here, the items in the A category have the highest value, B category items are of lower value than A, yes, and C category have the lowest value. And understand, you have to analyze, okay, the demand keeps changing, right? The requirement, the demand keeps changing. So you have to see whether this B category, whatever items are there in this B category, do they have to be put into A category or C category? You have to analyze this. Fine. And see, ABC analysis is important as it helps managers focus their time on their most valuable important products, the category A, and adapt their control policies accordingly. Tight for the category A, medium for category B, and then very basic for category C. The junior staff or the low level management will manage that C category items, right? That inventory. So see here the controls for A category, you will place tight controls such as you will check the stock levels periodically, minimum level, maximum level, and everything. Okay, you will make budgets, and then you will evaluate any issues which arise in the supply chain or whatever it is, and then you will avoid stock out by making extra efforts. Fine. You will have safety stock and all, and then you will place these items in secured areas so that they will not be damaged or there is no risk of theft and all, right? So while storing them, you will place them in secured areas, and then you will have economic order quantity for all the materials that are there in this category. Fine. This is your, what do you say, most revenue generating category. So of course you will focus more on this, right? And then medium control you will place in the B category items, because here you will just control them when there is a need for control. Need basis you will go over here. And then in C, there will be very basic or no control at all. Minimum control will be there. This will be just managed by junior staff. Okay. And understand, in A category, you will frequently place the orders, right? Because you have less of this. You have less of this. So you will have to frequently place orders of category A, and there is high demand. So it will be keep on finishing it off. So frequency of orders will be high over here. And then C, for C category, you will let it stock out. You will let it stock out, and then only you will place the order over here. And here you will buy in very bulk quantities, and you will get what? Economies of scale, isn't it? If you buy more, then what happens? Your ordering cost will be less, but carrying cost will be a little bit high over here in this for category C items. Fine. So yeah, that's what happens. So this is as much detail as I can go over here. It was really simple, right? Now, what are we going to do is we are going to understand how we are going to solve the problem of ABC analysis. How we'll take all the inventories and classify them into just 3 categories, and understand how these percentages are not fixed. This can vary. This can be 80%, this can be 20%, this can be 5%, this can be 95%. Okay, it can vary. It's not fixed. Okay, if you if you see in other courses or other books, you will find this 80-20, or there can be more categories also. A, B, C, D, E can also be there. It depends upon industry to industry, but just ABC analysis, famously 3 categories and just these percentages, right? So yeah, this is how it is, and I hope you have understood how it relates to Pareto principle, isn't it? Just very less quantity is generating what I mean. The value is so much, the investment is so much in this, and you can see it from the sales perspective also. Category A items are very less, but they are generating the most of the revenue, isn't it? Yeah. So that's all regarding the ABC analysis. Now let's just solve the problems on this.